Sup? It's Hal. Welcome back to Final Fantasy The Sky Warriors. When we last left off, we were like running around as Ruby. Now Vic gets his turn. And we had done a thing at a place with some guys. That's right, we were up in that cave and we went as far as we could because we need the Earth Crystal to go any further. But that's alright. Hello, Ogre. I see you've abandoned the creeps completely now. I think you'll find this was a mistake. But anyway, there was something I needed to do in Melmond before we ran off to the Earth Cave, because it occurred to me I actually got a little goofed up with my ice spells. Because the thing that had me confused was that, well, I thought we had level 2 ice, but no. The way ice works in Final Fantasy is that it's a level 2 spell, like as it goes in like the rank 2 spells. Because that's what was in the original. You had like certain spell ranks, and there were certain spells you could put in those ranks, and where some of the elements were on... Why am I going here? Well, some of the elements were on rank 1, ice was for whatever reason on rank 2. So that means the actual level 2 ice spell is a rank 4 spell. Which means we don't have this one yet, so we need to go get this ice spell for Estos. It is absolutely imperative that he knows this spell. Hooray, and now we can do the thing where we go to the cave and take care of it. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So where was that cave? Did they say it was down southwest of here or something? Also, I looked up how to pronounce the name of that fish. I already forgot it. I'm pretty sure it said it was Caribou, but apparently, that is just another word for piranha. So they are piranhas. By another name. Is this the 8th cave? Do I gotta pay you or I got killed?
I will let you pass for 5,000 golds.
Kill him. Oh, he said something. Hold on.
No one passes this road.
Alright, take the money.
Okay, you may pass.
He poofed! Poor bastard. Alright, let's go down. Let's learn. Oh. Buildings. See, here's our Caribous. Yup, that's it. I wasn't sure if we would encounter Caribous today for me to tell you that I learned the pronunciation of their name. But apparently I jumped the gun. But to be perfectly honest with you, I never would have bet that we would be seeing fish in a cave. That seems counterintuitive. Like it was a sea cave maybe, but this isn't a sea cave. It's an earth cave, apparently. Maybe I should, like, use magic and stuff. Does that seem wise? Using magic? Yeah, whatever. Found a heal. How are we on heals right now? We've got 94 of them. That's probably fine. Yeah, this Caribous barely scratched us. In fact, it looks like they were only attacking Vic or something. Or was it Garland? Whoever was at the bottom. Ruby! You know, the important one. Ah. The Wiz Ogres and the Grogres are back for more shenanigans. You know, I don't even recall what exactly Wiz Ogres are capable of. Like, if they even have a spell or anything. I would assume they do, because they're Wizard Ogres. What else could WZ possibly stand for? But I don't remember. I don't remember them ever, like, casting anything in the original. Or if they did, I don't remember it being a big deal. 1,000 Gs. 10 Gs. Okay, I mean, it's fine. 10 Gs. You know, we're quickly just recovering the amount we paid the guy to get in here. But whatever. It's not like we were never gonna bounce back from a measly total like 5,000. Alright. So, orders of business today, we're going to take care of the Earth Cave. I'm assuming we're in the Earth Cave, and if we're not, I'm going to feel very silly. But, we'll get there. We will get there. And beyond that, I don't know. Because we know there's 2 more crystals to power up. And presumably would be taking them to the same places they did in the original. So we gotta go to the Atlantis somehow. Yes, the Atlantis. And we've gotta go back to our good old Sky Castle, but I don't really know why or how we would do that, especially with Tiamat being himself and all that. Guess we'll just have to see, eh? It's all speculative. Let's see. It looks like this is a dead end over here, so let's go this way first. Oh, it's not a dead end at all. There's more exploration to be had down to the right. Nachos! Nachos! What happened to the Ochus? Did I misremember? Nah, there's no way I misremembered. At some point, this thing was referred to as an Ochu. These ones kind of look like nachos, and that kind of makes me mildly snacky. Not hungry, just snacky. It's the difference between when you feel like your body needs food and when you just want food for the sake of wanting it. That's snackiness, if you ask me. Nachos don't trigger my snackiness. Box. 2200. Look at that. We're almost there already. So what's over here? Another building. More caribes. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna like zap these guys. Do we have lightning? No, that's the one enemy. Do we have lightning too? We sure do. We've got 155, so you know what? Blast them. I don't know if they're actually weak to lightning. I hope they are. I hope it's stung. Fixed encounter? Oh, Earths. Doubled up on the Earths. I would assume Earth is weak to, like, wind magic, but we don't have any wind magic. I'm not sure wind magic even exists in Final Fantasy, you know that? Like, they probably introduced it in later titles at the very least, but I do not recall any damage-dealing wind spells in the original. Not one at all. Not a single one. Don't suppose they're weak to ice like in Pokemon, eh? However, we got another rune. Oh, that. We probably don't need it. It's probably the same kind of rune. Yeah, it's like literally the same weapon. Like if I unequip it, yeah, it just goes right in the stack. Where did we find the first rune? I don't even remember. Seems a little outdated at this point. Alright, so we can go that way. Have I unwittingly found the correct path, and I was supposed to go left at the start? Or rather, not supposed to go left? I mean, theoretically, you're not supposed to go anywhere in this exploration. It's just supposed it does not fit into the equation at all. But, I mean, I like to explore most of the time. As long as the world is a reasonable size, I'll explore it. This is why I don't like open worlds, because they're too huge. Sometimes they're just a big, wide nothing. Oh. This looked like a platform. I mean, it was one, but it looked like more than it was. There's this, gator? Fur-gator. Fur-gator? Excuse me? Is this to suggest this is a frost gator and I should use fire on it? I mean, I'll try it, I guess. Fire too, sure. That wasn't spectacular damage. And the fish didn't die. Oh, that was weird. For a second there I could select the fur-gator, even though it was already dead. Wonder what would have happened. I will assume that it would have redirected the attack to something else. Because RPG Maker is smart, whereas Final Fantasy is not. Okay, so up here is closer to where we started. Yeah, actually that is exactly where we started. Alright, so both directions were correct, technically. Also, since I was disappointed in the performance of that Fire 2, I think I will not use Fire 2 this time. Let's try something else. I'm gonna stick to my guns with lightning, because I know that kills the fish at the very least. It killed them all. Nice. If we never find out what a fur-gator is capable of, I think I can rest easy. More ogres. Thrilling combat, yes. What do you have in your building, ogres? Level 3 hold. I guess I gotta get it from here. Is that you thing? You? Whoever can have it already knows it, apparently. How we doing here? Good. We can use a little bit of parking up. There you go. Maybe a little bit of waste. There we go. Good old heels. Alright, let's head downstairs, see what else is here. Now, Cho, you have come back alone. I don't think this strategy will work.
As you can see, you are already deceased. Huh.
Now, don't take that yawn to mean it's late again. No, I'm actually recording at a reasonable hour. It's like approaching 9 o'clock for me, which is still later than I would normally record. But the thing is, I took a PTO day tomorrow, so I don't really care if I record on time or not. Like, I ate my dinner. It was before 6, and I was like, I can either walk into the nap willingly, which is what I refer to at my bed as after work, because anytime I lay down and take a nap, it turns into a long nap, and that just kind of wastes my evenings. But yeah, I was like, I can either willingly walk into that, or I can do the responsible thing and play Final Fantasy Star Warriors right away. And guess which one out, considering what time I'm playing. Oh, they're big bitey. Okay, so they attack twice, that's their whole thing. But they're stronger than regular gators, because they're frost gators. Or, I mean, they're fur gators. We don't really know what the fur stands for. Could be anything at this point. Maybe they're like hairy gators. They're like some horrible abomination that is both mammal and reptile. They're gators with fur. I don't think fur would do much to make gators particularly cuddly. Chance to strike first. Well, in that case, we're just gonna wail on them. Sometimes you gotta assess what's worth casting spells on and what's not. And I feel like 5 is probably a good number, because that's like slightly more than half of a monster group's max size. Like I said before, they cap out at 9 smoles. So 5 targets, you're kind of getting the most for your spell casting. But I don't know, sometimes there's like 1 target and you really want to cast on it, because it's super threatening or something. It's a case-by-case basis. The Grogre and the regular Ogre. They think they can roll without the Wiz Ogre, but they're wrong. I mean, they're right, but it's not going to work out for them. But we know it wouldn't work out for them anyway. Ogres just aren't that prominent. Especially in this one. I remember them being like a real big deal in the original game, but we can seem to have skipped all those phases. So many directions I can go. It's over here. This place is large. I don't like it. Oh, I gotta pay more money, huh? Alright, well, hold on. I'm gonna explore around before I go giving you some cash. Hey, here's the type of giant I was like, hey, these guys live around that one path in the Earth Cave. They're just everywhere for some reason. Decent for grinding. Kind of a pain. How much you gonna give me, guy? That was almost 1,000 all on its own. Okay. There's the West Shore here. Well, they've also got our giants. This is the land of the giants. After Ifrit was defeated, they decided it was time to move. But then they didn't realize the trouble was coming here. I can't quite tell if these guys are tougher or less tough than the green giants, because I don't know. They certainly drop a lot more gold. I wanted to use some heals. We're gonna heal up. Dude. Sure. I want one for you. That was a bit of waste. That's okay. They don't cost very much. Ah, dang it. They really do have every type of giant here. Ow. Dick. There we go. Got him. Okay, that's nothing. That's just the chasm over there. The end of the world. That's a lot of ogres and grogers. Just a bit much. Now see, look. Here we have a fight where they position them differently. The tougher ogres are out front, instead of in the back where they belong. So this only adds to my questions. Like, when we were fighting the undead earlier, which is tougher, a wraith or an image? And I don't even know. This game has thrown out the conventions of the placement of the stronger monsters, and now everything must be questioned. Alternatively, you could base it off of the fact that wraiths took like 2 hits to kill and images took 1, maybe. But I don't know. I feel like that's a little too sane, if you ask me. I think, just maybe, you might be pushing the scientific method a little too hard there. After all, it's not always the case that the monster with more health is the tougher monster. Sometimes having high HP is just the gimmick. And the monster itself is not very tough at all. Ooh, look at this building over here. Our giant, you cannot keep me from the building. I will flatten you like all your friends. They do hit hard though. Like, geez, that was most of a potion right there. Oh, sorry, most of a heal. Yeah, man, those guys are valuable. Oh, here's one of those camp and tent thingy doopers. But what's up with the guy back there then? I'm gonna guess that this path to the right just leads back out, so let's go back up to this building. And by back up, I mean up to the building for the first time. Sometimes the sentence is so eager to get out of my mouth that it just stops making sense in its composition. Yeah. Yup, that's just how it be. Ah, the ogres. I could have let Wizogre live to see if it would cast something, but I already didn't do that. I also could have paid attention to see if the Rune Sword did more damage to him, since it supposedly works better on magic users, but I already didn't do that either. Of course, that's something you could verify, and if I'm watching this in the future, I could also verify that, but I can guarantee you I will not. It's not something I'm inclined to do. So what's your deal, fella? Well?
Sky warriors, you have trespassed on my sanctuary. I am Titan, and I will shatter you beneath my feet for your transgressions against the Eidolons.